Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. I wanted to drop in here real quick. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time on this. A lot of you guys may already or probably already know this. Maybe there's some of you that actually had not heard this, but this past Saturday we lost another great NASCAR legend in Bobby Allison. He was 86. A great driver, great competitor. And I know it's not been too awful long ago, Cale Yarborough had passed away as well. So those were some fierce competitors right there, as you may know from the 1979 Daytona 500. They got in a little scrap there at the end of the race involving Cale and Donnie, Allison, and then, of course, Bobby come over and got involved as well. But so but overall, guys, a really good driver. Like I said, great competitor. He's had quite a storied history in NASCAR. And I guess, actually, I never realized until fairly recently, maybe the last year or so, that he was actually from Miami, Florida, originally. So, and then ended up in the Hueytown, Alabama area. Actually, the leader of the Alabama gang, Bobby and Red Farmer and Donnie Allison, and then of course Neil Bonnet in there as well, who actually I guess was a shop cleanup boy for them guys for a while, and then of course he got into racing and sadly lost his life in racing at a track, I believe in '93. But Bobby had some pretty good wins under his belt. He actually won the Daytona 500 in 1978. 1982 and 1988 being his final racing season before his bad accident at Pocono in that May, I believe it was. I think in the first lap, something happened. I can't remember right now exactly if he blew a tire or whatever, but he got broadsided really hard in the driver's side there, and it definitely ended his career as a driver. He did come back, I believe, as an owner for a little while. I think it was a Ray Bestis team. But some great victories. Actually, he probably should have won the 1981 500 as well, but Richard Petty gambled in the pits and won, and so he went to victory in that race there. Bobby had although all that, he only had one championship in 1983. And actually, what I've got here in front of me, being this is a model car channel, we got to look at a couple model cars here. So this actually right here is an old monogram, the old monogram molds. Now these are aftermarket decals. These are Power Slide. I got these from Mike's Decals. But I always liked this Buick body style. And now although I am a teetotaler, I always like the livery for some reason on these old beer sponsored cars for some reason. I just thought they were very colorful, and I didn't have any actual older Bobby Allison stuff. So this kit was actually like a rebuilder, and then I just ordered the decals, like I said, from Mike's. So take a walk around this real quick. I did not glue this windshield in, so I'm going to take it out because I know it's going to fall out if I don't. But I done this one, I think it was 2022. I built this one, but just a fairly nice replica of Bobby Allison, and this would have actually represented the car that he drove when he won his championship. Now, I'm not sure of the time frame in there, but he also drove a Monte Carlo with this livery too, so I'm not 100% sure on that time frame. But anyway, this would have been an example of the Buick Regal that he drove. So he's got the bottom side there. Went ahead and went with a white drive shaft. And guys, I don't remember if I've had this car on the channel, so if I have, we're just taking a second look at it here real quick. And for those of you who may be new to the channel, you'll get to see it for the first time. So but anyway, yeah, 2022 is when I did this one. And then just take a real quick look at the engine here. I'll pop that hood off the rest of the way. There we go. So there's the engine. I went ahead and wired it up, and just basic detail, nothing crazy. Not a lot of extra like oil lines or fuel lines or anything like that. Just a basic detail of the kit parts. So there's that, and then of course underneath the hood, then we got the Quaker State decal there under the hood too. So, but yeah, I just want to, like I said, I love this era of NASCAR kits, and they're just very good. Now this one had a little warpage to it, so it doesn't set 100% It does rock just a little bit, but sitting on the shelf in the case where I've got it, you'd never know it if you're just looking at it. Those are actually decals on there. I took the lettering off the tires, scuffed them up a little bit, and then put the decals on, then put a dull coat over them, so protect and seal them in there. So that's example of Bobby's Miller High Life Buick Regal. Always like that body style, guys. Very, very, very nice looking car. And then also, I just got out here, and again, I don't remember if I had this on the channel. I don't think I have, but once again, we're going to take a second look at it if I have. This from 1980. This is a Lesney, when Lesney had the AMT label there. Bobby Allison Sportsman Matador. Of all things, guys, an AMC Matador race car. Check it out. I guess he did fairly well with that car. I don't know a lot about his era of racing around this time. Would have been the early 70s, early mid 70s probably. But then again, this was kit 3030, and it is still sealed. The cellophane is tore on the end here, but as you see, the shrink wrap kept shrinking. So I probably will open this up at some time and build it. I just don't know when exactly. But there you see that Matchbox label there. Lesney AMT Corporation there, and it is from 1980, I think the box, yeah, right there, 1980 Lesney products, so out of England, I believe. So anyway, there's just another Bobby Allison car there, kind of cool. You don't see this car with this livery out there very much. I know they had re-released that a couple times, if I remember right. So I don't know all the years that they did, but I did check on scale mates. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to the years of the release, but I do know they made a couple different ones of this. Couple of other Bobby's achievements over the time. He did have, he is fourth in the all-time win list of 85, and he actually just this last month in October actually had a race added to his numbers. He was for the longest time tied with Darrell Waltrip at 84, but they give him that win, and I guess it was against Richard Petty. Now, guys, I don't understand all this, but they say by giving Bobby that win, it did not affect Richard's 200 races. So I don't know how that works out. I'm not 100% sure, unless it was not a Winston Cup victory, but he did get that extra race to put him at number 85. Petty is first with 200, Pearson at 105, Jeff Gordon 93, and then now Bobby Allison at 85, Waltrip at 84. And Bobby also had his fair share of heartache, not only the wreck in 1988, but then in 1993 in August, or 92 in August, his son Clifford was killed in a racing accident. And then a year later, in 93 in July, his son Davey was flying with Red Farmer to Talladega to watch Neil Bonnet practice, I guess, and had a helicopter accident there. Did not kill Red Farmer, but it did kill Davey Allison. So he had his fair share of heartache and trials over the years as well. And actually, his 1988 Daytona win, actually he finished in first place, only to be followed right by Davey Allison himself. So that was a great race. I remember watching that race. That was the race that Richard Petty rolled along the fence really bad, and it looked horrible from the TV, but he actually only come out, I guess, with just a broken ankle. So he was a tough old bird too. But so that's just a little bit on Bobby. I just wanted to come along and remember his his great career. Always liked watching Bobby run, although maybe not always the fairest. One of those Daytona 500s, I think he was in the Gatorade Buick at the time, and bumper flew off mid-race, or fairly early in the race, if I remember, and there was some controversy around that one. But nonetheless, overall, great competitor, great driver, and he definitely will be missed. So we're going to remember Bobby's family in prayer, lift them up. Probably, I'm sure, a hard time they're going through now. So, well, guys, that's all that this one was about. As I said, just wanted to come on, bring this on. I love the old time NASCAR. This era right here, with this Buick here, that is my favorite era of NASCAR, because that's mainly when I was watching with my dad back in the day. Mid late 80s up in the early 90s, we'd watch the races on Sunday, and we just had a really good time doing it. So a lot of good memories wrapped around that. And like I said, we'll miss these old guys now that they're gone. But nonetheless, their legend lives on, and we shall press on as well. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. So if you like this video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribers, thank you. I appreciate it so much. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.